Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. Today guys, we are going to be finishing off this Citroen Relay Campervan. I'm going to show you the results. You can see it there. It looks pretty decent. Going to spin you around and we'll go over and have a look at that in a second. Also got another job coming in guys. It's a black Chrysler. It's got some bumper scuffs. We're going to be looking at that today as well, going over that and see if we can sort that out for him. Just a little job really. And yeah, just see if we can make up the day and see what else we can get done. So that's it. Let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, okay guys. So it's the day after with the painting. So I just want to quickly show you how it's come out. And to be honest with you, it don't look that bad. There's going to be a slight difference in shade, to be honest with you, because, you know, it's new paint and all these are existing paint areas that I haven't painted. Like, really, the whole side of the van needed painting, let's be honest. But it's just the areas that, you know, he wanted me to have a look at, tidy up and sort out. And as you can see, it's looking pretty good now, the panels. Even like the actual orange peel, there's hardly anything in it. Like literally you can see, look, there's not hardly anything in it at all. But it still needs a little bit of a rub down. I've got this line here, which I was expecting to see that line, to be honest with you, because you're always going to try and... Originally I thought about taping it here on the curve, but I thought, no, that's not going to work. If I tape it in there, it's going to work a lot better. So that's going to need a little bit of rubbing down on that. I'm going to do a little bit of rubbing down over the whole panel, to be honest with you, and then I'm going to start doing a little bit of polishing, but it's not going to take much. I think we're going to be all right. Like on the Focus, there was a lot of orange peel, a lot, but this one seemed to have come out really, really well. So yeah, got to sort out the trim as well. Have a little tidy up, little play around with that, clean up. This trim here seems to have popped off, and the reason why it's popped off is because someone has just masticed it back in place. You can see that all that mastic. So we're gonna have to have a little play with that, and we'll get that sorted out as well. Probably have to take it all apart and then re-mastic and silicone clear that bit in place. So yeah, and obviously clean the whole van as well. It's a bit dusty and stuff, so we'll clean the van for him as well. Let's show you the other side. And again, not bad. It's not bad at all. Again, it's a little bit of orange peel, but nothing compared to what it was before. We were just trying to get rid of the little dents and that was in there, and that we've done that. It's all come out. It looks pretty good. So yeah, all this here, it's all come out pretty good. So you know, I'm really happy with the way it's come out, to be honest with you. I'm going to try and buff it all back and buff the panels around it and stuff like that. We're going to have a little play around with the paint itself. If it don't come out great, I am going to get Steve, the polisher, going to get him over. He's going to have a go at it if yeah, it doesn't look that great. But the trouble is with it is that all the panels are different shade anyway. Like, so it's had some painting done in the past for sure, definitely. You can see that these two here are different shades. So yeah, it's definitely had some work done on this van. But at least it's a lot. That's the areas that he wanted me to have a look at, I've done. And he wanted me to touch up all these bits and pieces as well. You can see that there's no more sort of you know, areas that are showing paint. I did the tops as well across there, so that's all been tidied up as well for him. So yeah, there's a little bit of work to do on this, but not too much really. So yeah, I'll crack on. We are waiting for another job to come in as well, which is a Chrysler, the bumper. It's got a bit of a scuff and he wants me just to glue and stick back the other end of the bumper. You know, I did say to him really wants to replace him because it's broken on the clip. I'll show you that. But he said, no, just stick it back, just clean it up, just buff it up or whatever you've got to do. So yeah, that's where we are. I'll get the tripod set up and let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys. So as you can see, this Chrysler Grand Voyager has turned up, and basically just wants me to tidy up the front bumper. Yeah, as you can see, we've got a few scuffs here. I said to him, look, I can rattle can it in and stuff like that, but really, it wants a new bumper because it's got a crack here. He said, can you do anything with that? Just take it in, just tidy it up. Like, he's not expecting a brand new bumper with brand new paint, but he just said, like, you know, just have a little play with it, and do the best you can with it, for the budget that he's got. I said, all right, okay, all right, I'll have a little play around with it. So yeah, he wants to just get these bumpers. He's not really worried about the rest of the car, really, to be honest with you. He's just more worried about this front bumper. You know, it's his car, very unusual, especially being the year as well. I think it's a 2008. You know, it's just doesn't really warrant spending too much money on it. But you can see that it's got like a pearl, because it's glittering in the sunlight. See that? And there's like this bit here. There's just marks all over the car. But like I said, he just wants me to mess around with his front bumper. So that's what I'll do. Let's set you up on the tripod. Let's give this a rub down with some wet and dry, and then I'm going to buff it out with a bit of compound and just see what it comes out like, basically, and we'll just see what results we can get out of it. I have got, no, I don't think I've got this colour. I'll have to have a check. I ain't got this colour, there's no way. It's a Chrysler. I've never done a Chrysler before, so I'm not going to have it. The closest to that is going to be like black Panther black, which has got like a black metallic to it. That's the closest to it. I'll speak to him and say, look, I might have a bit of Ford Panther black that might sort of just spray it in better than what, you know, just cover up the marks and stuff like that. I said, but we'll see what he says and what he wants me to do. But yeah, another little challenging little project today. So this is going to be obviously the most challenging bit. Is trying to get that stuck there. Really, this bumper is coming off, repairing and then putting back. But he's just ain't got the, you know, doesn't want to spend the money on it. So, you know, it's his car. It is what it is, and he only wants to spend a very small amount on it. So I'm only spending a very small amount of time on it. That's basically what it boils down to. But I'll do the best I can for him, and we'll see what it comes out like. So, but yeah, let's crack on the other side, because that's a lot more rubbing down and buffing and stuff like that. So yeah, let's do this. Right, okay, guys, let me just show you what I've been up to. Yeah, basically I used some Ford Panther Black spray can on this. I spoke to the owner and he said, look, if it's black and it's got a little pearl on it, which Panther Black has, he ain't fussed. Just he just wants it tidied up and looking smarter than what it is. So basically I just taped up the headlight and done some light sprays around, and it's quite nice in the sun now because you can see that the actual pearl in the black, and it's come out really well. So yeah, I just need to go over it a little bit more on that corner, but it matches all right, you know. It's not that bad. It's a good match compared to the Chrysler paint. So this was the side that he was more interested in sort of me sorting out, was the big bumper scuff down here. And yeah, I'm probably going to go over it another coat. Where is it? Probably going to give it another coat, just to sort of take it up a little bit. And then I'm going to hit it with some clear lacquer. You know, this is all kind of, you know, what he's asking for really. He's not asking for anything else. He just wants it, making it look a lot better than what it was, and as you can see, it is. So yeah, I'll hit it with some clear lacquer as well, and let's see if we can. I might take it up a little bit more actually. Just take it up a little bit more. Cut around that tape because that tape's in the way. Take that off a little bit, and then take it up a little bit more, and then do some clear lacquer, and then we'll just see what it's like. And then yeah, that's basically what it is. It's just a little tidy up, just to get rid of those scuffs, and yeah, it's not too bad. So yeah, I'll crack on, and let's see if we can make it better, which I think we are, guys. I think I am. Let's crack on. Let's do this. Right, okay guys, let me just show you what has been going on. So yeah, I did try to put some hot staples to hold this back, but it just wasn't having it. It's just too, it's not strong enough to hold it. So as you can see, I've done it, but there's 2 screws there and there. And I spoke to the owner and I said, look, I can't, you know, get it done. He said, no, honestly, fine. He said, what about if you just buzz a couple of screws in? I said, look, it's your car. If you want me to do that, I wasn't laughing at him, but I'm laughing now because you just don't do it. So yeah, I said, look, I can do that. I said, but it's your car, it's your bumper. I'll paint over the screws and the corner if you want, but at the end of the day, it's still gonna, you know, be screwed back. He said, look, if it's better than what it, you know, I don't want it sticking out. If you can screw it and it screws back, he said, absolutely fine. Just go ahead and do it, and then just blow some paint over it to finish it off. And that's what I did there. And I put some clear lacquer over this corner as well. And you know what? It don't look that bad. It does definitely look like it's much better. It looks like it's been painted in patches. Don't get me wrong. But I'm going to leave it couple of hours, and then I'll run the buffer, the polisher, over the whole sort of wing area here, come down over that, and then we'll just see what it looks like. But you know, he's paying for a service, and he's fully aware of what I'm doing, because you know, I've been calling him, making him aware of what's going on, and keeping updated with stuff like the paint. You know, I've used Ford Panther Black, but it's kind of close to what this is. So he's well happy with it. He's just, yeah, as long as you cover it up, I'm happy with that. I went, all right, fine, I'll crack on, and then we'll have a look at it once we're done. But I don't know, like, I just, you know, because it's something that I don't normally do like this, is that he's basically telling me to bodge it, but I don't like doing that, and it feels wrong, definitely feels wrong. But it's not my car, it's his car, and I've explained it to him exactly what's going on. So I said to him, really, you want to, you know, spray like I've done the van, right down the side? He went, no, I'm not paying for that, I can't pay for that. He said, all right. I said, let's just go for this then and see what happens. So yeah, that's where we are. I'm going to leave it for now, and we're going to crack on with this van, and we're going to start getting a little bit flattened down, and a little bit of polishing, a little bit of buffing back, and you know, making this a little bit more presentable, and getting it ready for Alan to come and pick up this afternoon. And yeah, we'll get the other side done, get the handle on, get the door card back in place, put it all back together, and then yeah, we'll have a good walk around it. But I'll set you up as I go. Let's get you on the tripod, let's get cracking, and let's get this van finished for Alan. So yeah, guys, let's do this. Right, okay, guys. So, yeah, that's all the flatting done. I did 1,500 and then 2,000, and then just dried it off. And, yeah, this is what we're left with. So, I think we're going to be all right when it comes to this sort of going over this bit here. Slightly, very, very slightly. But, you know, I'm going to go over it with the 3M compound first. And then we're going to sort of, you know, keep buffing it up and see what, you know, if I can do it. If I can't get it good enough, then we'll have to get Steve over to have a go at it, and yeah, really sort of make it a difference. But you can see on this side where I've just sort of flattened it back off there, it's sort of just bring it up a little bit. So I've got to sort all this out. I think this is where the I've still got to go over it with a bit more sandpaper. I don't know, not sure yet. I might try the buffing quickly just to see if I can sort of blend that in and sort of pack that, but it's not scratched, or it's just obviously the clear coat sort of, yeah, it's really strange. But this is like all original. I didn't take the paint this far down, did I? I only come up to about here when I've done the painting. So this is all original. You know, where'd you stop? You could keep going, couldn't you? So yeah, I'll buff up the whole door though, and see if I could bring it out better. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But my bit seems to be really good. Really good. So yeah, let's crack on. Let's keep going, and let's see if we can get this looking good for him. So let's do this. Right, okay guys, just want to quickly show you this one because I've been jumping in between doing this Chrysler and doing Alan's Campervan. I've just phoned Alan actually and said to him, can I knock the time back a little bit to pick it up, because yeah, this one's obviously coming as well. But yeah, he's all right with it. So yeah, I've just done a little bit of buffing when it comes to the machine, just to bring it up a little bit better. You can see that a little bit better. A little bit like that, and a little bit this side. And he's just, yeah, that's kind of really how far I'm going to take it. Just in case I burn through any lacquer, because I ain't put a thick load of lacquer on, have I? It's been quite a thin layer just to cover it up and just tidy it up. And that's basically what he's after. He's just after a tidy up job. And that's exactly what he's got. So there we go. This one's done. We're going to crack on now and complete this Alan's van. This side has been at the compound, the rubbing compound. Let me just come out a little bit. So this side's had the complete rubbing compound right across, and you can see that it's come out all right, actually. It's not that bad. So, and obviously here as well, I honestly thought that was going to be quite bad, but now I've done it all the way across. I've done the rubbing compound right across to this panel. Now I've done that, it looks pretty good. It looks all right. It's blended in quite well. So it's going to need a little bit of polish all over, and then do that trim, and then this side is complete. So yeah, and then we'll jump on the other side and crack on the other side. So let's keep going. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys. As you can see, it looks absolutely spot on there, clean. I went over it with the M3 polisher as well, and it's really sort of, you know, gone into that side there, gone into that corner. It looks just so much better. Stuck the trim on as well, and put a little bit more, a couple of trim clips and some new mastic, and splodged that in, and that should be good to go. That should hold that. And yeah, that's that. Back to black the plastics as well, and clean the back wheel. So it's looking really, really good now down this side. And we've just got to go on to the other side and finish that one off, and we should be good to go then, to be honest with you. I will clean these windows a little bit because it's a little bit dusty from where it's been in here. Been in here for a few days now. But yeah, again, looking really, really smart, looking really decent. I've tried to take out that sort of marking as much as I can, but I went back and looked at the videos before I started it, and it was there before. It was all over this door before, on the very first time that I started to film. So that's what I wanted to check to see if it was originally there, because I haven't done anything on this area of the door. I went down to here, didn't I, with the paint. So this must have been some sort of other paint repair. I don't know what's happened there, but it's obviously had some repair done in the past, because you can see someone hasn't really sort of taped this off properly down to the plastic. Again, this wasn't me. I've checked on previous videos before I start the job. So yeah, it's just, you know, it's just nice to go back and have a look at what it was like previous. Do you know what I mean? For my sake and the customer's sake, it's just a case of we're both covered about what I've done. And yeah, that's the good thing about doing the videos, is you can do that. But you can clearly see that all those sort of pinholes and that are all gone out now. I've put all the trims back together, door handles back on. I've polished out this fuel flap, and it's a really nice colour blend, to be honest with you. It's very slightly different, but I think because it's brand new paint, it's going to be very slightly different no matter what you do. But all the trims have been put back together. It's all been put back on. All I've got to do, really, I want to clean up a little bit more. I want to run over the whole area again, just with a bit more polish, this blue one. So I'll do that. And then I'll clean it all up. Then I'll spray down these trims just to make that look a bit more decent, a little bit more tidy, a bit more cleaner. And then that's it. I think Alan can have his van back. And yeah, hopefully he's happy with what I've done. But I've took it further than what he's actually asked me to do, to be honest with you. So hopefully he should be happy with the results. So yeah, especially that other side, considering it's quite a large area on a van to respray and do, I think that's come out really, really well. That's come out really good. And basically, he really wanted to get rid of these lines. There's like a dark line going down here, and there was some writing defects going around here. But it just every time I sanded it down, it just continued. So I thought, do you know what? Let's just do the whole. I could have taped it off to here, couldn't I? Really, I could have taped it down there, and just done this bit here. But it's just one of them things, really, innit? I just started noticing. other little holes and little dents and little things, and I thought, do you know what? Whilst I'm doing it, let's just go across. And I'm glad I did now, to be honest with you. Don't get me wrong, that the van does need some other bits of attention. Alan knows that as well. It's got some marks around it. So I'm just going to get a touch-up pen quickly, a little bit of paint, and I'm just going to go over as much as I can with the touch-up. And I'm going to leave him some paint as well and some sticks. So if he ever sees any more, he can do it. But I'll do as much as I can until Alan turns up to pick up the van. I'll just keep going at the van until he turns up, and then once he turns up, yeah, he can take it. So Right, let's crack on, and let's get the other side done and some touching up done. So let's do this. Right guys, so there we go. I'm completely finished with this van. I've gone all over it. I've cleaned the windows. I've cleaned the trim off. I've even cleaned the paint off of this trim here. There's a bit of paint, if you remember. I've cleaned that off. I've gone all over the plastics, cleaned them all up. This one, I've gone over and got out as much as I can, and it's looking pretty good. But you know, it's from a previous repair that wasn't done by me. I didn't do that. So, but I you know, I have gone out my way to sort of clean it up the best I can. But I am absolutely super proud of that finish. Honestly, I am so proud of that. It's just, yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard sometimes to put into words, like, because I'm no painter and I'm just someone that will not take no for an answer. If someone says to me, you can't do it, I have to prove you wrong. And it's just always been the way that I have always done things. I've always been a multi-trader, basically, in previous jobs. I've always done that. And this is no exception, really, to be honest with you, because I'm doing multiple trades in this salvage, bodywork, car repairs, mechanic, you know, you name it. I'm just doing it. It's a multiple of trades. And there's not many people that will do it. They'll just send it off to somewhere else, and they will just send it to another shop or another person. But I will get involved, and I will have a go and see what I'm able to achieve. And it just blows me away sometimes where, you know, I do it and I think, wow, yeah, I actually did that and finished it off and done it and completed it. And it's just the way I am. So, yeah, going forward, I'm going to be definitely trying to expand the business, trying to expand the workshop, trying to expand the more people I've got working with me, like get another person, get more people working with me, because I'm on my own still, really. But the trouble is with that is that the standard starts to drop off, because the other people that work for you, it's not their name, it's not their, you know, it's just a job to them. And a lot of people don't care. And I want to find people that actually do care about what they do and how they do things when it comes to their work. Yeah, hopefully, guys, I can find people like that. But so far, it's just, yeah, I'm absolutely amazed as how that's come out, especially this side. I keep going back to this side looking at it, because even the colour, like, sort of just, and to try and get a white right is incredible. You know, it is a Citroen, so it's kind of a Fiat colour. I think they're actually ripped Fiat on the tin. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, look, Fiat. So they've actually ripped Fiat on the thing, but I think they're the same sort of, you know, they're the same, you know, manufacturers or whatever colours. So, but yeah, you go. This is just looks incredible. I'm so happy with it. Alan's just turned up to have a look at his van. So that's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Take care. See you soon.